Center, good morning. Turkish 168, maintaining flight level 390, inbound Ipol.
Turkish 168, radar contact. 39 miles northeast of Dungan Airport at flight level 390, Dungan QNH 1009, cleared direct IPDOL.
Cleared direct Ipdol, Turkish 168. Good morning, guys. Good morning. So currently, hello, Ritija. Good morning to you, mate. I just got up like around 15 minutes back. I my alarm clock didn't set, so I was about to just close over some more time, but I just checked the flight status. Apparently, it was just the top of the sun, so I had to just get up immediately. We get the code, it is for Singapore.
Turkish 168, contact Lumpur radar on 132.6.
132.6, Turkish 168. Lumpur radar, good morning, Turkish 168, maintaining flight level 390, inbound Kilo Echo X-ray Oscar Lima. Runway in use in Singapore is approximately runway 20 is inside.
168, Lumpur radar, maintain flight level 390, confirm you have information, Yankee.
We have information, Yankee, about Turkish 168. So we are going to use the LL1 Bravo arrival. Apply transition, that's set over here. And all the constraints are set. Yeah, top of descent to approximately about 20 minutes, no, about 10 minutes to top of descent. We start our preparation right now into Istanbul, into Singapore.
Singapore 836 identified.
Hello Ritik Jain, welcome to the stream, mate. Order brakes number 2, config 30 on the flaps, and 139 on the VREF. 142. Order brakes number 1 will use. Looking forward to the landing in Singapore. It's early morning time. So runway 20 center, 20 right is being used. Order brake number 1 we can use. Order brake number 2 will use. Order brake number 2.
Bangkok Air 968, climb to flight level 320. 1 0 mile, 6 left to right, at turbo 30, 0 0. Bangkok Air 968, climb to flight level 320. 1 0 mile, 6 left to right, at turbo 30, 0 0.
Hello, Utkarsh 2162. What's up? Fine, mate. Good morning. I cannot say much about my profession right now, so yeah.
Bangkok Air 968, roger that. High reps are appreciated. Flight level 360. 726 identified. Good evening. Upper radar center, China Southern 8348 with you at flight level 340. China Southern 8348 identified.
मैं ज़्यादा प्रोफेशन के मैं बोल नहीं सकता मैं.
Checking in. Flight level 180, climbing flight level 200. 826, good evening. 883, descend to flight level 240, expect lower. Singapore 714 with you, climbing flight level 200 for flight level 200. Singapore 714, roger. Upper radar center, China Eastern 6078 with you. Flight level 200 for flight level 200. China Eastern 6078, Lumpur radar center identified. Malaysia 766, descent flight level 240, pilot's discretion. Descending flight level 240, Malaysia 766. Singapore 714, traffic 10 o'clock, 10 miles, a Boeing 737, same direction at flight level 200. Negative contact, Singapore 714. Xanadu 306, climb to flight level 360, report level. Climb flight level 360, Xanadu 306. 553, flight level 330. 553 identified, good evening. Singapore 869, descend to flight level 310 at your discretion. Out of flight level 350 for flight level 310, Singapore 869. Bangkok Air 968, climb flight level 360. Climb flight level 360, Bangkok Air 968. Descend flight level 220. Leaving for flight level 220, 883. China Eastern 6078, keep your speed up, 250 or better. Flowing to 250, China Eastern 6078. Shenzhen Air 329 with you, flight level 370. Shenzhen Air 329, Lumpur radar center identified. China Eastern 6078, climb flight level 240. Flight level 240, China Eastern 6078.
168, descend flight level 280.
How's the weather in Mumbai? I was there a couple of days ago. The weather in Mumbai for the last few days was very bad. Like in the airport as well, it was like very worse weather. Like around like in the midnight also, if you see, it's sometimes the runways are not. It's like gusting winds and everything. Plus, and like you can say I've experienced many takeoffs and landings are like issues like sometimes the ATCs are not has delayed takeoffs and landings as well to some extent, so you cannot that for the operations are suspended sometimes. But yeah, how do you fly? Oh, hello, Adhyan Mapuri, welcome to the stream. How do you fly overnight with SayIntentions? How the CPDLC work with no one at the controls? The thing is, the SayIntentions has an integrated AI first officer with it. उसके अंदर ही AI first officer integrated already होता है. So मैं क्या करता हूँ इस अभी SayIntentions जैसा use it just for the ATC services first of all. VATSIM and SayIntentions are use both the things. So अभी कैसा है, if VATSIM becomes online, I switch off SayIntentions, and if VATSIM is fully online, then I will switch off SayIntentions again. So but sometimes the controllers are offline and only appear when they are available for some period of time. So अभी क्या करता हूँ मैं, SayIntentions are used most of the time. So SayIntentions just does the job of providing ATC service just like VATSIM. Like SayIntentions has your departure, like your clearance, ground, tower, departure, and area control and everything. The ACCs and everything, and you have CPDLC as well. So if I'm at not at the controls for some time, I'll just say you have the controls with my integrated AI first officer, and AI first officer takes all the controls, but you cannot take all the CPDLC. That's the thing. But CPDLC watches it, messages keeps on coming. You just have to just accept, reject. You just need to do that much as well. Later on, the CPDLC works on it, does its own job, but sometimes when you're appearing for top of descent, right? The CPDLC gives you the message, but you have to descend yourself as well. That's your thing only. But sometimes what happens, the AI first officer messes up your descent point only. So you have to say you have to get the radios with your hands and then just say ready for descent. So they will give a certain altitude to descend where the stars. So you have to just descend where the star. And later on, when you're approaching the airport, it will automatically give you the other handover and all the things and handoff and everything. That's how it works. But yeah, SayIntentions is good as well. I'm using I think around 2 से 3-4 महीना हो चुका है मुझे यूज़ करके हुए. More than 6 months I've been using SayIntentions. It's a very nice app. VATSIM is also good, but VATSIM में भी क्या, VATSIM का भी sometimes issues है कि they are offline, sometimes and online, which is not a good thing. And then when it comes to Indian flying, then if you see that VATSIM is most of the time online, but sometimes very sometimes, but some controls come online. Not like SayIntentions gives everything, but SayIntentions only just messes up, like it gives 2 runways which are in use, does not make sense, to be honest. Okay, we are cleared. We descend flight level 310 now.
Descend flight level 170, pilot's discretion. Descending to flight level 170, RedCap 1724. 005, with you, flight level 330. 005, good evening.
Are you using real tub? No, mate, I'm not using real tub. Descend flight level 280. And cross pip-up at or below 210. That's set, and cross Paspu at around 6,000 feet. That's also set. So let's do the descent preparation checklist.
10 miles off the direction of regional jet.
Descent checklist. Recall state, no state, order X number 2, landing at a VFS 142, minimums is sorry, set. Minimums.
RedCap 377, descend to flight level 140, expect lower.
We're going to use the LLO 1 Bravo arrivals.
Leaving for flight level 140, RedCap 377.
That's set over here. Pins, starts.
Flight level 240.
So descending via the star today. LLO 1 Bravo arrivals. So passing Kilowatt, we've already passed Kilowatt. We are bound up above at or below flight level 21. So we descend via the star. Following the stars and everything, and then onto the ILS 20 center. 20 right. We have to be at 3,000 feet to descend via the glide path as mentioned. 3,500 feet and again 2,000 feet to descend via the glide path. After landing, we probably vacate via mostly. We'll vacate via runway 20 right. We'll vacate via Whiskey 6 and then taxi to this time wherever Turkish Airlines parks. Mostly Delta 232 expecting. So expecting Whiskey 6, then Whiskey Quebec 3 to stand Delta 32. Mostly like that. This up and the Mr. Bridge altitude is over here in the 20 center. It is going to be. It's going to be category C, so we'll keep an average of 700 meters, 700 feet. And the approach briefing is completed, descent check is completed. Have you worked on 747's ad? No. Hello. Back. Descend 6,000 feet. We'll use level change. High speed descent.
Turkish 168, cross nylon at or above altitude 3,000 feet. 171, climb to flight level 280, report level.
Cross nylon and about at or about 3,000 feet, Turkish 168.
Can you give us a ride report?
Smooth at flight level 330, but we had some light chop about 100 miles back, 553.
425, continue descent.
Passing 230.
Leaving flight level 170 for flight level 1.
Currently, tower is still online. Receive. Flight level 220 passing.
Upper radar center, red cap 5220, checking in, climbing flight level 160 for flight level 200.
Red cap 5220.
High speed
identified.
descent.
Good evening. Turkish 168, contact Singapore approach on 124.05.
124.05, Turkish 168. Wonderful 05. Singapore approach, good morning, Turkish 168 passing flight 1504, flight level 60. What's the transition altitude over here? Transition level is flight level 130.
Turkish 168 heavy, Singapore approach identified. Good evening, expect the ILS runway 20 right approach into Singapore.
Expecting the ILS 20 right, Turkish 168. Passing 13,000, that's it. And the QNH is approximately 1011. 1011, set and cross check passing 11,600 now. We are getting to approaching 10,000, reduce the speed now slowly. Speed, we get to 6 speed, no, we get up to speed to 30. Passing 10,000 feet and seatbelt signs and landing lights are on.
Turkish 168, descend altitude 6,000 feet, QNH 1010.
Distance 6,000 feet, QNH 1010, Turkish 168. 1010, setting cross check, passing 9,600 now.
Turkish 168, descend altitude 3,000 feet.
Descend altitude 3,000 feet, Turkish 168. Over 9 hours and 40 minutes of flying time.
Air India 2107, Lumpur radar identified, proceed on course.
Air India 2107 is also there. Morning flight.
Lumpur radar identified. Lumpur radar, good evening, Singapore 463, 3000. Singapore 463, Lumpur radar identified.
Let me just see if the real flight is also with us, or if it's still way above us. Okay, Turkish 54 is there now, 168. Oh, it's just way behind us.
Indonesia 836, Lumpur radar identified. Proceed on course.
Passing 6,000 feet.
Lumpur radar, Singapore 869 or 6,000. Singapore 869 or Lumpur radar identified. Proceed on course.
Okay. Cabin crew says to land, please.
Cathay 716, Lumpur radar identified. Continue.
Now tower is online, so I'm on a decimal 6. Was the runway used in Singapore? Okay, 118 decimal 6.
716, contact Ho Chi Minh Control on 120 decimal 9er. 120 decimal 9er, Cathay 716. Lumpur radar. Good evening. Air Transport 450, 1000. Air Transport 450, Lumpur radar identified.
Okay. Approach checklist. Approach checklist. Altimeter skin is just 1011 now. Approach checklist completed.
Radar identified. Air Transport 450, contact Ho Chi Minh Control on 120 decimal 9er. On the 120 decimal 9er. Air Transport 450, good day.
Okay, descending now. Leveling of level of 3000.
W806, Lumpur radar identified.
Okay, so 20 center ATC is online in Singapore right now, so we'll log on. We'll check in with the VATSIM ADC. So if Nak and Alang are overlapping, so just do it that. Here we go. And I think this is a good time to switch off SayIntentions in the meanwhile. Let's first of all establish myself on the IST-20 right. And we are ready for the approach. And tower is and the runway is in airport is in sight. FID is in sight. Let's get the speed to 220. The nice sound of the G90s.
Turkish 168, turn right heading 200, vectors for the ILS, runway 20 right approach.
Attaining 200 Turkish 168. You're almost about to turn right. Turn right or turn left?
990 Lumpur radar.
Turn right, I think you're already almost about to turn right. Never mind.
Lumpur radar, China Southern A302, flight level 130.
And in the meanwhile, I'm going to switch off SayIntentions. Approach is on. And SayIntentions is closed. 108.6. Singapore Tower, good morning. Turkish 168 established. Stylus 20 right, 15 miles out.
Standby break Singapore 322 taxi Victor Quebec holding point Tango 1 runway 20 center.
Taxi Victor Quebec holding point Tango 1 207 Singapore 322.
Turkish 168 Singapore Tower surface wind 150 degrees 6 knots runway 20 right clear to land.
Runway 20 right, clear to land. Turkish 168. Okay, clear to land. Flaps 1. Feature flaps 1.
Delta Romeo, can we request to proceed further up to waypoint unset?
Papa Romeo Zulu, do you have the Singapore Airlines Airbus 350 in sight number 2 to the Turkish 777?
Delta Romeo negative, it's some clouds, we're blocking the path. We have the Turkish on TCAS. Delta Romeo, we have both traffic on
Okay,
TCAS.
ready for the approach. Flaps 5.
Delta Romeo Zulu, roger. Behind the second aircraft on final, cross the approach path for runway 20 right.
Roger, behind the second aircraft on the approach path, cross
Slope
and
captured.
join the routing.
Estimate altitude is approximately 5,000 feet. Speed 1. We maintain this current speed. Alright. And ready for approach. Speed brakes armed.
$2,500.
Set. My landing remote is on. And I'll be recording this landing. After landing, we'll do a replay of this recording. Okay, gear down, flaps 20.
78 parking bay Bravo to request cushion start.
Singapore 878 pushback approved.
Speed is 142.
Pushback approved as no sound Victor Singapore 878.
Singapore 322 confirm
Landing
ready for
lights
departure.
on. Flaps 25, flaps 30.
Singapore 322.
Affirm
On
Singapore
the
322 confirm ready for departure.
Any firm we're ready immediately for the 22.
Singapore 322 surface wind 150 degrees 6 knots runway 20 center cleared for takeoff.
Clear to land.
2079, clear to take off. Singapore 322.
Landing checklist completed.
Singapore Tower, afternoon, Solitaire 650, 81 final, runway 20 center.
The textures are loading.
Singapore Tower, hello, runway 20 right, correction 20 center, continue approach.
Continue approach to center, Solitaire 650.
And Solitaire 650 will reduce minimum approach speed.
Minimum approach speed, Solitaire 650.
Okay. Autopilots off. My controls.
Delta Romeo Zulu, passing waypoint, unset next waypoint.com.
Minimums.
Continue.
Papa Romeo Zulu Roger, proceed direct the call.
Direct Takong, take out the question Delta Romeo Zulu.
My throttle?
500. 400.
Jet.
300.
A little bit of the localizer.
200. 100. 60, 50. 20. 10.
Speed brakes up. Reverses normal.
Roger, Solitaire 650, go around. I say again, go around, climb 3000 feet, continue runway heading.
Whiskey 6-7 will make it.
Going around Solitaire
60 knots.
650, 3000 heading.
Singapore 322, vacate Tango 7, turn right Tango.
Right Tango, Singapore 322.
Manual braking.
Turkish 168, vacate Whiskey 7, turn left Whiskey.
Vacate Whiskey 7, turn left Whiskey, Turkish 168.
Singapore 322, say your intentions.
We'll taxi back to Singapore 322.
Singapore 322, Roger, taxi Tango, holding point Tango 2, runway 20 center.
Tango Alpha and Tango 2 to do Singapore 322.
FD is on. Lion another 52 minutes.
Solitaire 650, be advised of a helicopter at 1,400 feet in the vicinity of the Changi control zone. Monitor advisory 122.8.
22 is Solitaire 650. Delta Romeo Zulu, we have the Singapore 350 inside.
Papa Romeo Zulu, Roger.
Left Whiskey.
Turkish 168, taxi Whiskey, Quebec, Papa 7, stand Delta 44.
Whiskey, Quebec, Papa 7 to stand Alpha 14. Taxi Whiskey, Quebec, Papa 7 stand Alpha 14, Turkish 168, is that correct?
Turkish 168, stand Delta 44.
Delta 44. Taxi Whiskey, Quebec, Papa 7 to stand Delta 44, is that correct?
A firm.
No, the Turkish 168. So Whiskey, Quebec and Papa 7.
Delta Romeo Zulu, can we request to direct Papa Uniform Disable?
Papa Romeo Zulu on navigation.
On navigation, Papa, question Delta Romeo Zulu.
So Whiskey, Quebec, Papa 7. So we are right now on Whiskey, Quebec. Okay, this is Quebec then.
Tower Singapore A78, ang Victor, request taxi. Singapore 878, taxi Victor, Quebec, holding point Tango 1, runway 20 center.
Victor, Quebec, holding point Tango 1, runway 20 center, Singapore A78. And Tower Delta Romeo Zulu, we're crossing the approach path now. Confirm any traffic information.
Papa Romeo Zulu negative.
Alright.
Delta Romeo Zulu, Roger, thank you.
Quebec Papa 7 right.
Singapore 322, surface wind 150 degrees 6 knots, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff.
Number 20 center, clear for takeoff, Singapore 226.
Delta 44 is straight after 46, 47, 46.
And Delta Romeo Zulu, 3 miles to Papa Inform.
44 is inside, taxi lights off.
Papa Romeo Zulu, leaving my airspace, monitor 122.8K.
122 Delta Romeo Zulu, Roger.
Singapore 322, monitor 122.8.
122.8, Singapore 323, clear.
Okay. Parking brakes set. Okay, APU is running. And that's running, and 1 and 2 engines are dead. Cabin crew disarm all lights and cross check. Thank you. Civil signs on. And request deboarding, please. For that, beacons are off.
Deboarding requested.
Talks are set. Talks are on, and on talks 10:05. We are on talks at 10:40. Block flight time is 9 hours and 52 minutes. That's checked. Checklist. Shutdown checklist completed. And yeah, all the things are done.
Passengers deboarding starting.
And I'll prepare this flight for the return as well. We request the ground power. Also request some cleaning services. Request lavatory.
Laboratory service has been requested.
Request the services as well.
Singapore 878, surface wind 150 degrees 6 knots, runway 20 center, cleared for takeoff.
Runway 20 center, clear for takeoff, Singapore 878.
Alright, just get done. Turkish 166 is on the blocks, engines are shut down. You can close my flap and have a nice day. Bye bye.
Thank you, bye bye.
Okay. And this way I can switch off VATSIM. And before doing everything, I'll just restart DSX. And what I do is landing. I'll just prepare for this these landing. So it's going to be funnels. Okay, now let's start the replay. Okay, what the hell happened? Nice approach. Alright guys, so yeah, that's for the stream. Beacons off.
The boarding requested. Passengers deboarding starting.
Alright guys, thank you for joining me on this stream and flight from Istanbul to Singapore. I'll see you in the next one, and then have a nice day and take care. Bye bye. See you next time in the next stream. Bye bye. See you in the next stream.